Here we go, folks. This is a showdown we've circled on the calendar as number 1 goes on the road to face a top 10 team. Welcome to the Little Apple and Bill Snyder Family Stadium, the home of the Kansas State Wildcats. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Kansas State Wildcats. NCAA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Here we go, folks. This is a showdown we've circled on the calendar as number 1 goes on the road to face a top 10 team. Welcome to the Little Apple and Bill Snyder Family Stadium, the home of the Kansas State Wildcats. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. The Wildcats will kick it away to start us off. Comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Handoff from the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play. The Trojans come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
It's a nice throw and a great catch by this USC wide receiver to pick up a first down. And oh boy, USC quarterbacks and receivers, efficiency and timing and speed and execution. Boy, they are putting it on display once again today.
They tackle him, but the game moves the ball to the 36. And the Trojans with 1st and 10 here.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
The tight end has got it. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14. And the Trojans are in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. And the Trojans hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near. Touchdown, Southern Cal, as they put 6 more on the board.
Well, this is a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaks free. He's in the clear. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a first and goal. What a play.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
First and 10 play coming up. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. He finds the running back in the flat. And heads out of bounds after a decent game. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge. The biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the...
And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Goes to his right side there for the completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Pass caught. Second down now. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Good read here by the quarterback on the run-pass option. Makes the right read, just doesn't give his receiver a chance to make a play on the ball.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. They're going to run it here. And he stopped very close to the marker. Looks like it's going to be fourth down and inches. Completion to the left on fourth down. Breaking free at midfield. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. And the Trojans will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Well, this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
End zone ahead. Touchdown, Trojans. Strong game by this quarterback. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Gets some blocks. Can he make it? Touchdown, Wildcats. He'll stroll into the end zone.
And Chris, just like that, 6 points. This guy is unbelievable, setting up his blocks and then using his speed to take it all the way to the house for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. That completion makes it 2nd and short. From the shotgun, drops back. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, USC.
What an advantage and weapon for this offense to have a tight end that can get this open downfield. You know, he has both the physicality of a fullback and the downfield presence of a wide receiver. Such an advantage going against these undersized defenders, and he made that touchdown look easy.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work on the coverage team. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Buying time now, rolling to his left. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Well, the timing and the fake on this play was so good, you almost think it's like a magical act, right? The magician is showing you something, and then you realize it's not really there. He's creating an illusion, and the illusion was that they're going to throw the football. It looked like a pass play, but instead, they turned it into a draw. The offensive linemen were able to get out in front. They drew the defensive line upfield and beat them at their own game. That's why they picked up big yards in the secondary.
Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. The ball is loose. The defense scoops it up. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Southern Cal. The defense produces 6 points. Offense tops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
How about that for this defense? I don't know about you. I might move this guy over to the offensive side. This guy picks up this fumble and shows you not only speed, but what to do with the football. Takes it all the way for a touchdown.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Kansas State, 14.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it'd been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. He'll hand it off. Runs through the defender. Across the 30. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
He's running out of time here. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
The receiver makes the catch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Can they pick up the first on the ground? Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
And it's USC in front court as they break for the quarter. An entertaining first quarter. Early fireworks as both offenses clearly showed up ready to play. You can see that in the stats. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or is the defense going to step up as we head to the second quarter? And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start at the 25. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. To start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Wow, really good read here by this quarterback, and I love the call on the RPO. Now they got a shot here on 3rd down. It's much more manageable than the hole that they had dug for themselves. Curious to see if they stay on the ground or are they going to go through the air. They have the option to do either.
Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the Trojans looking to run some tempo here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history, going way back to Len Swan.
Deep ball caught inside the 10. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Catch made on the left side. Touchdown, Trojans. This offense is still clicking.
Man, that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Kansas State, 21.
Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. But he's got some space here. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown.
Chris, when was the last game you saw not only 1, but 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown by the same guy? Unbelievable performance, not only by...
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Kansas State, 27.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball's fired at the 25. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And the Trojans come up to the line in a hurry-up. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
The quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42. And the Trojans are on the move here.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, he makes the catch. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12. Here we go. That huge explosive play has set the offense up in the red zone. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes the grab, a chance to score. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, USC. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the up. Tackle is made at the 35. Good job by the kick returner that time.
1st and 10.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And here's the handoff. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Back to throw. It's Lacey. He escapes the pocket. Fires it on the move. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Boy, what a call here by the offensive coordinator. Dialed it up perfectly. The play looked like it had a chance for a big gain. Unfortunately, the quarterback off on the accuracy, put that ball too far out in front of the receiver.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. They're going for it, but the offense needs 13 yards on this 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
Offense comes up on 1st down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Runner runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap, he turns around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle, but first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. An inside give now from the shotgun. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Fighting off the defender.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw. It's Lacey. On the move now. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. The turn begins inside the 10. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And they're finally able to stop him. A huge gain and a touchdown-saving tackle as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Trojans will kick this away to get the second half going. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he gets it out to the 28, tackled right there. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. They were effective in the first half, but the way their defense is playing, they had better keep scoring here today to stay close. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. It's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
Using his legs, it's Porter. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. To throw, it's Lacey. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. Looks like Kansas State will have the first down.
Well, this is how you keep a drive alive. You know, it doesn't always show up in the stat sheet the next day, but when you look at this quarterback, you want to get caught up in his passing numbers. These are the plays that I love. He picks up the first down and keeps this drive alive.
Receiver in motion now. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Using his legs on the scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
This is great. This is what the great ones do. Uses his legs to buy a little bit more time rolling to his left, and at one point, he flipped a switch from passer to runner. He got a pretty good gain out of it, too.
Grab near the sticks. It's Hoffman. Looks like Kansas State will have the first down.
They pick up a completion. It doesn't get big yards, but you know what? Enough for the first down. Let's move the sticks.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Quick throw caught on the left side.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Moves out of the pocket. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They'll try to run for the first down. And they bring him down at the 1, but set up now. 1st and goal from there. And the Wildcats will crank up the tempo. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. They'll try to run this one in. He will get into the end zone again. Follows up a touchdown with a successful 2-point try. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Offense in hurry-up mode.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Tight end makes the grab. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38. A new set of downs after that completion.
Boy, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on first down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
They're going to pick up the first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
Tackle is made at the 37.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He flips it to the back across the middle. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up with a first down at the 21. And the Trojans come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
QB to the tight end for a completion. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Big throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
Kansas State, 42.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Lacey. Finds his man. It's Porter. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. There's the handoff. First down and more. He's still running. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
I love it. 3rd down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in this football game in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Looking to throw it on first down. He escapes the pocket. He's looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop him.
2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch made on the right side. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. In the clear at the 25. He's out of bounds after a nice gain, and finally a spark of life from this offense. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Headed for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The sophomore with great work after the catch. And the Trojans lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Tight end makes the grab.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And the Trojans are in the red zone. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And the Trojans looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling him to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
He's swarmed by the defense. And a timeout taken by the defense with 30 seconds remaining.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
On third and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And look at them down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand, third down, and get able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, USC.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it's good. They will walk it off with that chip shot. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another